Yippee-ki-yay, melon farmer.
Hey, welcome back, knife nerds, everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and we are having a look at something here that is not something I've carried. I actually got this in to be a present for my my stepson. He's kind of turning into a little bit of a knife guy. It's his birthday, so Sundays we have a big, huge Sunday supper, and this Sunday is his day. And I'm going to present him with this knife. I've given him all sorts of knives, and this one I thought I would kind of bring in for him. All right, this happens to be a CRKT. As you can tell, what is that? Columbia River Knife Tools or something like that. And then we've got here, get that out of the way. It happens to be the home front. Ooh, that's flipped kind of nice. So this is not going to be kind of a huge full review because I'm not going to carry this. This is brand spanking new, and it is going to be a present. Now, when I first got this and I first opened it up, I was really surprised at actually how small this was. I know they say compact or sometimes they say mini, but really, when it gets in your hand and you realize how small it is, sometimes it's like a little bit of, oh, yikes, I didn't expect it to be quite that small. Even though, you know what, I'm reading the specs that are on the website. You know, they're a 2.89 inch blade. You've got overall length of 6.74, closed length of 3.85, so sub 4 inches. Even with that, I can still get 4-finger grip on this. Blade thickness here is 0.0095 or 2.41 millimeters, so it is a nice slicer. It's a drop point style blade with a DLC. Speaking of that, now the blade is actually S35VN. I'm sure you can see right inside there, S35VN. And it is a Ken Onion design. That's one thing I want to say is you can see the little Ken Onion, and it's the S35VN. It is a liner lock, and it is only tip up right hand carry only, and it's got just the one little screw that's in there. And I do believe these look like they're probably 6 mils with perhaps an 8 mil pivot or even smaller. Like this is kind of a, I'm not gonna say a dainty knife because it seems like it's still got some. I mean, it's not super hefty. It's 3 ounces, but it's got some good fit and finish to it. You've got the G10 handles here with aluminum bolsters, and the G10 is really quite grippy. It's really grippy. The jimping, it's got some bidirectional jimping on there. It's really excellent jimping. I'm really quite surprised at that. Sometimes jimping can be too sharp and they tear up your thumb, and it becomes, if you really bear down on it, it hurts quite a bit. Or conversely, it's not very sharp at all, and it's not really great for jimping. But the way they've got this set up, it's phenomenal. It looks like they've got some nice pointed peaks and valleys on their jimping, but the tops are rounded. So it doesn't look like if they're cut side like that, then they're cut a certain way where they're kind of rounded a little bit. And I think that is fantastic. I would love to see more knife makers make that type of jimping because it's effective and it doesn't hurt. And I can bear down on there quite hard. And look, I put some dent in my thumb, but I didn't tear the heck out of the skin. So, wow, I'm really, really impressed with that jimping. Great job on you guys, CRKT. And CRKT has got a schwack load of knives out there. They've got all sorts of different designers. And, sometimes, I'm not going to say that it's always been that way, but because I know that CRKT in the past has made some really nice knives. I had some CRKTs that were, they were aluminum, or not aluminum, they were titanium bodied, frame locks with great, steel. The fit and finish was excellent on them. The action was fantastic. The design was great. I mean, they were an excellent set of knives that I had. I had a large and a small version. I don't remember what they were at the top of my head, but since then, and those would have been probably about 25-year-old knives. But since then, I know that they've got a lot of knives out there that are in the kind of the $40, $50, $60 range. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say they're better than gas station knives, but they're not super better than gas station knives. And that was kind of a shame because if they can make some products like this, and this is kind of expensive. This here is $159 US, and in Canada, they're $231. But I mean, the fit and finish is excellent. The design is nice. The steel, the choice of materials is excellent. This deep carry clip, I don't know. I'm just really, really kind of blown away, but how well this thing is put together. It is made in Taiwan, which is not China, that's for sure. I mean, Taiwan has got some excellent factories out there, and they really know how to put some steel together. You've got yourself some ball bearings inside there, so it's not, phosphor bronze, so it is nice and smooth. It is very, very snappy. Now, I always wondered kind of what this little hole part is. I know that's on the full size home front. They've got that, and I could imagine if this was a fixed blade, that might be a good lashing point, and maybe you want to use this to lash onto something if you had to in a pinch. But I do want to get myself one of the full size home fronts in my possession, because I want to check out that field strip capability. But when they first came out, I did not want AUS 8 steel. I know they came out with a version that was, I think, M390, kind of a 25th anniversary or some anniversary edition. I would have loved to have got my hands on something like that, because that field strip technology is so neat. And if you're unfamiliar with what that is, the field strip is you've got like a little latch here, and you just kind of click it over, and then on the back here, there's a little gear that keeps the back bolster together, and you undo that gear, and the whole knife comes apart in the field without any sort of tools whatsoever. And then you can rinse it out, kind of put it all back together, screw that back in, click it over, and then you're ready to go. And it centers really, really well. I mean, they were built really well. Those field strip knives were the fit and finish on them was excellent, and they came together really, really straight. Now this one here seems to be more of the traditional type of knife, and I think they've done an excellent job on this. And I think my boy is going to be quite pleased to get this in his pocket. This color here, I'm going to ask him if he wants it dyed. What color we could dye this? I've got a bunch. I've got blue, I've got some fire engine red, I've got some purple, I've got some maroon, I've got a couple other different colors of blue. Or shall we just leave it alone? Or black? Maybe make the entire knife black, kind of murder it out there a little bit. We'll see if he wants it dyed or if he just wants to keep it as it is, because after all, this is just a nice little gift for him. I hope he enjoys it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at this home front compact. So if you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the old thumbs up, as well as subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell notification, and it'll let you know every time I release something. I appreciate you guys helping me spread my voice. Share, like, do what you can, get the old YouTube algorithming for me, and I appreciate it so much. Please stay safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.